This is the Randi Rhodes Show on 960 KNEW and online at 960KNEW.com.
Okay, welcome back to the wacky world of C-SPAN Center. It's your source for all the latest, the hottest, the nuttiest in political action. We have a score in the Democratic division now.
Yeah, the reigning champs on the Obama team kicked off their season in Washington on Tuesday night with an impressive performance.
The state of our union is getting stronger, and we've come too far to turn back now.
Oh, he had the crowd on their feet. Yep.
Well, half the crowd. GOP Captain John Boehner made sure his people sat this one out.
You know, you'd think the defending champ would play it safe, but he didn't.
Hello? He can hardly play conservatively. That goes against his whole game plan.
Very first play from scrimmage, he went for the end zone.
For the first time in 2 decades, Osama bin Laden is not a threat to this country.
Amazing. Unbelievable. He had the ball, and he still scored on defense.
Yeah, he scored with that play before. As long as the other side has no answer for it, I say keep pulling it out.
It's funny, he spent the night daring them to stop the run.
Anyone who tells you that America is in decline or that our influence has waned doesn't know what they're talking about.
The GOP was on the defensive. They called on reserve safety Mitch Daniels, who didn't even make the Pro Bowl squad this year.
Here's a particularly scary moment with Daniels.
If we drift, quarreling and paralyzed over a Niagara of debt, we will all suffer.
Yeah, these GOP players really like to use fear and intimidation.
Yeah, on their opponents.
No, on their fans.
Oh, okay. Getting back to Obama, can he go?
All the way. He's got more experience in the finals than anyone in the playoffs.
Okay, coming up, Newt Gingrich called for having too many players in the huddle. Now says he should not be penalized for that.
It may make me more normal than somebody who wanders around seeming perfect.
So keep it tuned to C-SPAN Center.
Okay, now you're Mr. Wrap-Up?
Well,
I mean, I already gave you all the way.
You paused too long.
8-hour bumpy airplane flight. I hope you get the center seat between Rick Santorum and Tim Tebow. I really do.
That's cool.
I wish that on you.
Very cold.
Yes.
Very cold.
Good enough for you.
Ah, man, that's rude. What a rude boy, Duffy. I'm a rude boy. Wishes me the seat in the middle between Rick Santorum and Mitt Romney. Oh, my freaking God. That's a nightmare. That is, I mean, the Wall Street Journal, I think it was last Sunday, they had these 2 articles on the same page. Both of them fascinated me. Not that you would have seen it. But one was, can you wear your pajamas all day and go everywhere in them? And I thought that was fabulous. Fabulous, because the answer is yes. And then there was an article below it that was called The Longest Flight in Coach. And it was about a guy who flew from, I guess, Texas to Australia or Texas to Singapore. So it was 15 hours in coach. And he was describing like how uncomfortable, and he was in a middle seat. And all I could think of was, you know, what if I had like a Newt on one side and Santorum on the other? That would be the longest flight in the history of the world. That you probably couldn't survive that. You know, you'd probably walk out with like itching and a rash and, you know, all kinds of conditions, post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, you'd probably qualify for VA healthcare.